In this video, we're gonna tell you a story about how we nearly ruined our trip to Glacier National Park, so stay tuned. We have 2 days that we get to go into the national park because of the reservation system. So if you're planning on going to Glacier National Park, just know it is on a reservation system. You have to have an advanced reservation to even get in, which we knew and we had. And we had 2 days that we had for the reservation system to be able to go into the park. So the first day that we go into the park was nothing short of a disaster. And so much of it was because we are in our RV full-time right now. And it's been a while since we've kind of had the full-time status. We'd been at our home base for an extended period of time. Our kids have not had to be in 300 square feet of space with each other for months on end. And it just came to that point where everybody lost it. Everybody lost it. All the little things were just irritants then.
Everyone's getting on everyone's nerves.
That, blew up. Little things were just being blown out of proportion with all of us. Mm-hmm. And it turned into a situation where then the biggest thing that happened was our son went to go skip a rock that then hit his sister. And it literally just turned into a small World War III in our family, which ended up with Ben and Dakota going to hike a trail on their own and me and Trinity sitting in the car because she just couldn't go on a hike now.
We are going to hike the Trail of the Cedars. And so this is about a mile and a half trail, not too strenuous, but apparently when you get up there, it does have a nice view of Avalanche Lake, which is a gorgeous lake up here in Glacier. We're not going to do the full trail because it's probably a little bit much for us to take with the kiddos right now. But Trinity and Mom are back at the car, just taking it easy. So just me and Dee here are going to go hike this. Okay, so we just ended up coming up to this Avalanche Lake trail. It was only actually about 2 miles.
2 miles.
We thought it was longer, but...
We thought it was 12 miles round trip.
Yep, so we ended up coming up on this trail, and what a beautiful hike. So we ended up skipping some rocks, taking some pictures.
I did really good.
Yeah, Dakota skipped one like, what was that, 8 or 9 of them? Yeah.
It curved like around. Oh my gosh, there's bees flying
curved
everywhere.
around, and so, but there's a lot of people up here, but just such a beautiful hike. There's some people out here that actually saw some bears. Actually, it was a baby bear. So when there's a baby bear, there's a mama bear. So we're gonna keep our eye out for bears on the way back, since on the way up here, they saw one going down to the creek.
At this point, it's about 6:30 in the afternoon. Most of the day is gone. And we decide we're gonna drive the Going to the Sun Road. So we drive the whole Going to the Sun Road from where we started in West Glacier over to East Glacier. It's beautiful. None of us are enjoying the beauty. Everybody is just mad at each other.
Kids are at each other's throats. What'd you get there? Snow.
I haven't had this for a while. I want to eat it.
Oh, snowball fight. Trinity.
No.
Should have worn my sunglasses. And we get all the way over to East Glacier and we're tired and we're hungry and there is literally no food to be had. Because here's another thing, if you go into Glacier, everything shuts down at about 9 o'clock as far as any sort of restaurants that are around the park anywhere. And not only do they shut down, they literally run out of food. Like they don't have the things they need to make the food. It's just absolutely crazy. But here's a tip if you visit Glacier. These little towns aren't very well equipped. And my guess is that this holiday weekend was bigger than what they anticipated. All of like the quick service restaurants literally have no food. They have like closed down. We can't get any food anywhere. The Subway is the last place that is still like open. And I'm guessing, Ben's in there right now, I'm guessing they probably have a very limited menu because there's no other option for like quick service stuff other than Subway at the moment because everybody else is like out of food. It's crazy. So now we're all mad and we're hangry and we're tired. I mean, it was this moment of where I had this sense that, you know what, we do not want to walk away from Glacier National Park with the wrong kind of memories. You know,
we can change it.
The biggest reason we live this lifestyle is because we want to make memories with our kids. But you have to remember, memories go both ways. I'm sure that you have times, and if you feel like you want to share in the comments of things that happened when you were a kid or maybe even as a grown-up, that they're memories that aren't good memories. And now you have this memory that's attached to a place, or you have a memory that is attached to a song or attached to a smell or something that's not a positive memory. And so we did not want to walk away from Glacier National Park having that national park be a bad memory in our trip. And so the next morning we had a nice long talk. We talked about, okay, what does it look like to strategize and remember that we are not each other's enemy, right? We do have an enemy, but it's not Ben, it's
flesh and blood.
Not the kids, it's no one person is our enemy. And how are we gonna navigate this? So we all kind of came together and had a nice long discussion about how we wanted the day to look, how we were wanting to choose to turn this thing around, that we were gonna remain positive no matter what, and face adversity with a positive attitude and a happy heart, and not allow the little things to stand in the way of connection with our family.
What's on the agenda for today?
We've got the golden ticket. This is the
golden ticket.
This is what nobody else around here evidently has. And this is what I had to get up early for. I was gonna see if it showed the date that I reserved it. It doesn't, but it was a while ago. It wasn't today. So the golden ticket to get into Glacier National Park. Did you see the sticker I put on the back of the Jeep?
No, what'd you put on
I found
there?
that in Kalispell.
What is it? Oh, nice. Very cool. Glacier National Park.
They had those at the REI in Kalispell, so when
Love it.
I went to get the kids their river shoes, I thought we need a Glacier one. We've got some of our other national park ones on the Jeep, and of course the ones on their rig, but like we need to start like putting the national park ones on the Jeep too, so.
We've already got the slides almost filled up. Boy, we need a wash.
Oh, I know. It was that road yesterday that was just lovely, but hey, what's a Jeep without some dirt, right?
Right.
Is it really a Jeep if it's not dirty?
Exactly.
Come on. All right, let's get going. I'm starving.
Let's do this.
Do you remember when we used to live in Johnstown and we had that Domino's was the only restaurant, and so we'd order Domino's all the time? And do you remember what we used to order from Domino's all the time?
Ooh, a lava cake.
Yes. So look what I got.
No way, they still have those?
They still have these.
Let's see.
Oh, I want one.
Oh my gosh.
I want one.
And they're hot.
You gotta see what's
I want
inside.
one.
Hold on, no, you need a fork.
No, you don't.
You need a fork.
Just need to
Please
peel
let
it
me
and
have a lava
bend
cake.
it. Oh my. Look at that. I can eat dessert first, right?
Here, we want to stay warm.
Oh man.
Close this back up.
Okay, I'm kind of hungry.
It's got like a kind of a little bit of a crispy, crunchy outside and a soft, gooey, chocolatey inside.
Please, can I have a plate? Thank you.
And it's so hot. It just melts in your mouth.
This is when we rise and shine. This is where we come alive. This is where we come alive. This is where we come alive. Waking up in this zone, no matter where we go.
And so we had a wonderful time, and it was the best. We went on a hike from Logan past Visitor Center. So if you go, that's a great hike with kids.
Yes.
And we had to traverse some snowbanks, and that wasn't fun, but we did it, and we did it anyway.
It was fun watching her.
It wasn't fun. I wore the wrong kind of shoes, so there's that. I definitely was not equipped for snow, and since moving to Florida, I have not wanted to see snow, but anyway, it was all good, and we had the best time as a family.
Unfortunately, the lake that we were heading up to, Hidden Lake, you couldn't hike down to the lake because there had been some bear sightings down by the lake recently, so we were able to look up at the view from the top, which was amazing.
It was amazing, and the kids got to do their Junior Ranger books.
Did we get a couple of Junior Ranger books? Yes, I can grab those for you. Perfect.
So we're on the trail, the Hidden Lake Trail up at Logan Pass
And it's raining.
at Glacier, and of course it would be raining, but
Just our luck.
it's not bad. It's still gorgeous, it's beautiful, very nice, smooth going so far. So we'll see how far we make it today with the kiddos and everything, but so far this is really, really pretty.
Yeah, but it's
Definitely a must do.
also really cold, which is that it's kind of annoying because it's cold. I don't like it. It's cold. I know we're from Colorado, but it's freezing, especially up in the mountains.
So I took off my sweatshirt down there because it was hot. And up here next to the snow, it's getting colder. I might have to put my sweatshirt back on. It's crazy how when you get up next to the snow, the temperature drops significantly. So we'll see if I stay warm enough without it or if I need to put it back on. So the sweatshirt definitely had to go back on. And then up ahead, it looks like we're gonna have to actually cross some snow, which we moved to Florida to escape the snow. So the kids are super excited that we have to walk through the snow. I could take it or leave it. So maybe, just maybe, if you're not a fan of the snow, wait till like late August to come, not like first part of July-ish. So there's quite a bit of snow up here. And the wind blowing across the snow is acting like an air conditioner, like nature's air conditioner. It's chilly. And it doesn't need to be that chilly. Jeez. Like slipping and sliding here. This is not fun. This is where I should have worn my hiking boots, and I just wore my tennis shoes because I didn't know or anticipate that we were going to be traversing big snow fields. Not very fun right now. Not fun. I'm like slipping and sliding. I don't like this.
Sliding down.
You're on the packed part of the trail.
Yeah, but it's
Slippery.
like, yeah, it's super slippery.
Whoa.
And I didn't,
My shoes!
I mean, I wore my tennis shoes. I didn't think that we'd be traversing snow.
No!
This is not very fun. All right, we're out of the snow for a little bit, I think. I hope. But I think one of the most peaceful things is like when you're walking and there's the snow melt and you hear the trickle of the water in the streams. It's just so super peaceful. And I'm really glad that I don't have to pee, because if I did, that would make it worse. But I don't. So it's a peaceful noise. The trickling of the water. I just got bit
By
on
a
the back
mosquito?
of my arm.
Oh.
I didn't get the back of my arm. I'm trying to not get the...
They're all over.
Trying to not
Mosquitoes.
spray the GoPro. Oh my gosh, look at him. He is so cute.
Where is he?
He's like standing up.
He's posing.
So there's a bunch of mountain sheep, bighorn sheep down here, and everybody's just having a good time just watching the wildlife. It's pretty cool. And then the lake's just down, but this is a great overlook to see the lake, and just is super majestic up here. Best view ever. So this is where we're gonna stop today. There is a trail that goes down to Hidden Lake behind me, but it's closed due to bear activity in the area. We were talking with one of the rangers earlier, and there was actually a mama bear and a couple of cubs that they spotted earlier in the week in this area. So they closed that trail down just because it's not safe with mama bears running around. So this is where we'll stop and hang out for a little bit before we head back, but this is gorgeous. Pretty easy other than some of the snow. Later in the season, this would definitely be a very easy hike to do with kiddos, just because most of it is either boardwalk or just a really good developed trail, not too strenuous. So definitely a family-friendly area just off the Logan Pass Visitor Center, and something you definitely want to put on your list if you come and visit Glacier with your family. So going down is definitely easier than going up. There is a light at the end of the tunnel for that. So one of the fun things about RV life is you never know who you're going to meet along the way. Trinity's been back here just chatting it up with a new friend, which is super cool. It was just really the best day, and it was our last day at Glacier, and we were able to see that thing turn around and leave Glacier National Park, not only with the memory, obviously you can't erase the memory of a bad day, but we were able to leave that place knowing that when we choose to do the right thing and we choose to turn it around and we choose to value connection and relationship over being right, or just over whatever it is that we feel like that gets under our skin, and lay those things down, that we can move forward and really cultivate what we want to cultivate for our family.
Yeah, and really, I think we set a good example for the kids also, because
Let's hope so, because the previous day wasn't.
but now they know, hey, you can actually make a choice and you can change this. You don't have to
Stay stuck.
Stay stuck in day after day after day of being grumpy, and you can make that change and make the best of it. So I feel like the kids turned that around, and the rest of the trip was, the attitude level was a lot higher than it was when we first got there. So.
And I feel like it has been since too. Obviously, we've been out of Glacier now for a week or so. And we're looking back at that as kind of one of those lines drawn in the sand where we had this moment, but we were able to recognize it for what it was, and we were able to move past it. So we just wanted to share with you guys, it's a little bit of a different style video, but hopefully you got a glimpse of Glacier kind of in between us sharing with you guys about the national park and some things that you can look forward to if you're planning a visit to Glacier. But also, what does it look like when you're living RV life and you get to that point? Because as a family, it's difficult to not get to that point when you are all together all the time. And we can work things out in a way that's positive, or we can get stuck.
Yep.
And so we really hope that maybe it's just been a little bit of a source of inspiration for you guys, if you have a family, you're full-time, to not stay stuck, but to move forward in a way that's positive, so that whenever it is that RV life changes or switches for your family, it's not something that you look back at and say, those were the worst years that we ever spent, but you can say those were the best years we ever spent as a family.
Didn't think we would forget you.
So thank you so much for watching this video. Thanks to those of you that are supporting us on Patreon. We really appreciate your support.
Appreciate that.
Helps us to be able to focus on bringing videos to all of you week in and week out. So if you want to check out what's going on over there, there'll be a link below for Patreon.
So we've got some really fun and exciting videos coming up for you guys real soon. So we would love it if you would do us a favor and hit that subscribe button and tap that bell, so that way you'll be notified when the new videos release.
If you got anything out of this video at all, please give us a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more videos with RV tips, tricks, hacks for RV living, you can check those out right over here.
And if you'd like to see all the travel videos, all the locations we've been to, you can check those out right down here.
Until next time.
We'll see you on the road. Cool.
Okay.